Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Armel Wednesday broadcast. This is Korak. I am joined by Jeffrey. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Another day of mahjong. Another week of mahjong.
Well, we're going to start here in B1. In front of us is Will. On the right is Max. Across from us is David, and on the left is Mohan. Boy, look at his hand. Each one, any hand jump out at you? I'm not thrilled with any of them.
Yeah, the dealer, if we draw the Dora, could go Ricci Dora, pretty good. Other than that, nothing too exciting, though we do have two of the Dora out already in hands.
Yeah, just kind of fitting normally, but I mean the standard situation. Hey, just draw a door, the hand gets better. But dealer, Pinfu hand on the right, Pinfu hand across the way, Pinfu hand maybe some sort of other options, but cutting the 9, maybe just a Tanya play.
Tanya,
And on the
yeah.
left, Pinfu hand as well. Actually, Ishan 10, but with 0 value right now. Real hope you'd get the 6 mon, get rid of that 9, get Pinfu and Dora in there.
Yep, people have been drawing a couple of improvements here, but nothing too exciting yet.
Well, it's a classic problem of just about everything is an upgrade, but not a good. See, there we have a second
Ooh,
Dora
Dora.
on the right, but the rest of the hand is still just a mess outside of the Sozu. And even that 7-so floater connected to that 8-8 isn't that useful because the pair is already locked in with the 6s. There is the Tempai on the left, Richinomi. I don't like this. I just cut 9 mon. I think that's a really, really good Ishan 10, but says, I see so many 7s that the 8 looks really good here.
Yeah, the 7's have been discarded 3 times, so maybe we're thinking we can get the 8 easily, but we'll have to see what happens. Ooh, a
It is,
4.
at the same time, it is right by Dora. The random Conchon 8 weight I don't normally dislike, but this is the problem. Going to be chased down by Ricci, Pinfu, Tanyao, Dora, 4 mon, 7 mon. We know the 7's dead. There is only one 4 left, so actually the 8 is a much better weight. 3
Yeah, a
versus
little
1.
little unfortunate there, but if we do get it, that's a big payout.
Oh, there's the door. Yeah, see, this is the problem, is now we have Ishuntan on the right, has pulled the Dora. Still need to pair somewhere, but very wide.
Yeah, we just need something to connect to one of our floaters here, and then we're
I mean, 3 months
possibly in a
Sushi.
shot here.
Meanwhile, dealer's getting close, but not going to
Yeah,
bother pushing into this.
yeah, unfortunately, the Dora on the one end of that 4/5 is almost gone. Probably not going to get it, so kind of hard to finish the hand, but might try to
There's
get into Tempai at least.
Oh, speaking of Tempai, we have Tempai on the right. Could even throw the 6, trying to bait out the Suji, but instead throws the save for 3, waiting on the 6 pin for Tanyao Dora 3 Mongon.
Yeah, dealer
Oh,
draws
there's
the
the
last
8
4. Oh,
Richinomi going to deal in here. No real Venesis from Ura. 1 Ura. So, okay, there's a little bit plus the Richi 6. Ends up netting 3,600. So, about as good as you can hope for with a Richinomi bad weight hand. Shows the power of that first to Tempai. And of course, the issue with all those 7s being gone, the 4-7 being a very poor weight. But we look here at Max's hand, and it could be Chitoy. It could be a nice little Richi Pinfu.
could be
Tanya
Tanya.
Ipeiko. I
Yeah.
mean, I could dream Rion Peiko. So you get a 7, so then the hand really opens up. On the right, though, we see the Hatsu Pon. Not really any value, but it says, okay, I don't have any value. Let's
Con.
just con, make thing happen. Doesn't do much immediately, but a fairly wide shape to secure to those floors. Across the way, few pairs, just feels really slow. And on the left, nice little Pinfu hand that looks fairly wide. Sandra could be difficult with the 3-4-5, but you'd love to have it. Ooh, now
With
that's
a 1.
Ishunten, but it's a really bad one.
Yeah, let's say consider maybe dropping the 9 pair, but
With two
decides to play the
ones
standard.
out, it's not that good. I think you just take it as it is. Because if you do
Yeah,
draw the 9, so you just slam it and take your Ichinomi. But the plan is, yeah, now you cut 9-9 every time.
now
And
you
there
cut
it
9/9,
goes.
yep. Makes sense. No reason to call the 9.
Speaking nines, it'll be held there at the 899. Of course, 7 mon is the initial Dora. There's a second Dora now, which is the east. So we did see one of those pop out on the right, but no one else has any, so it's unlikely to be that used. Very wide east Shunten now on the right, but no real value yet.
Yeah, it did hold on to the east for a while,
Oh,
trying to pick it
dealer,
up, but
big hand. Ricci, Pinfu, possible Ipeco, 6-pin, 9-pin. Of course, the 9
spend 9
just came
pin.
out, and there isn't any defensive information.
Yeah, 1-6 left in the wall, 2-9 still left in the wall, so not terrible odds here.
5 is Ginbutsu, so just go ahead and play that out. The problem
Poor
here is how do
Mon.
you want to face the reach? Is okay, we'll get rid of the 4 pin. The 4 mana is not a bad floater here. Just because you've already cut one, so the Furiton isn't really an issue. This could be a Tempai call, but it's a really bad shape.
No, I don't
I
know if
would
I could
pass
call that.
this. But we'll go ahead and take it, facing down the Tempai, waiting on 5-so, but 5-so is currently dead.
5-so is dead, so
Dora
unless we
draw.
change our rate.
Well, this is the problem. It just shoves it. It says, I don't care. It's Tempai. I don't have to think too hard. Just take it. Oh, there's the 6. Will this be the deal, Ed? Yes, it will. Ricci
comes out.
Pinfu. So the cheap end anyway. We'll see if Aura changes the situation. Aura 2 will count. That's a Mungon. So with that, we have Max with a dealer Mungon in first place with 42,000 and a very strong dealer hand here.
Yeah, very nice hand. Already, what's that? Oh, no, not quite. Ishan
Yeah, I
10,
think
but
it's 2 Shan 10, but let's see. No, it's Ishan 10, but it's awkward shape because you have a lot of Furry 10. There's 2 through 4, 3 4 5 Sanshigu options in there. On the right, Pinfu hand, maybe a Tanyao. Across the way, that's an interesting one. It's obviously Horitsu. I just got a
yeah,
call. You have to
I need
think
to
too
call.
hard when the hand just set up like that. Bad floaters everywhere. It's not even bad enough to go Kokushi. But hey, if everything's one suit, it doesn't matter. Just let other people give you the tiles you need. And on the left, a couple pairs in an Onko. I guess there's a Sun Onko. You have the South, possible Chi Toy, but the fast hand is the dealer here, Ricci Pinfu, 3 mon, 6 mon. But this weight
3-6.
is not great. Only one of each left, so 2 outs.
Yep, one of each, but would be nice pickup for dealer, get another repeat. But our half flush is calling again. We're up to 3 calls now, looking a little scary there.
Well, the problem is, once you've called twice like this, you kind of have to go for it. What did have to throw the Suji to the Ricci tile, but I think it's a reasonable push here. You just don't have the defense. And it's not like the pawn gives a ton of information. So the potential safe tiles you'd be at by not calling the 1 is, okay, you get a 2. Then what? We'll go ahead and cut the 1 pin here, hoping to pull in the 8. It is 1 chance and an early cut of the 6, so it's not a bad tile, actually. This 5 mon is not great, but there's an 8. It's at least half Suji. We know it's in the danger area, but doesn't deal in. There's the 2 so come out. I think that's very reasonable.
7-pin pickup for the hand on the left.
9 pin. Ugh. The
9
real
pin.
question is, are you ever throwing this 5? And the answer appears to be no. There is a Yakuhai, of course, with the June. You don't have to be Honitsu, but it's really sad if you do end up that way.
Yeah, 1-so safe.
Meanwhile,
8-so
Dio, you're sitting here
safe.
waiting with this 2 out and has not improved. That was Tempai, wasn't it? Yes, it was. That was Tempai. Turned down the 3-6 weight.
Yep,
Of course, the
hand on the
6 was safe. Wait, what
hand on
is
the
going
left.
on? Yeah, okay, so it is Dama waiting on the 7 pin as the plan, and there it is.
Oh, there it
Tanya
is.
will shut it down.
Picks up the Tanyao, 2,600
It is
points.
nice to get the stick, but you kind of wish for a little more value. Decided diffusing the dealer bomb was more important. And has a pretty good starting end here with that 7. Fills the Dora shape here. There's Ricci Pinfu Dora hand on the right. That looks Onitsu. Very callable hand. Already Chun Onko as well. Across the way, very slow Pinfu hand. And on the left, we have an Onko of the Hatsu. So that may similarly be a call and go. There's some Chanta routes. I really like the 1-2-3 Sanshigu Chanta play, but there's also Horitsu.
Yeah, dealer already Ishanten, though. Just missing a pair.
And when you have a shape like this, there are so many draws to Tempai. You have to remember, are you going to... Ooh, I love cutting... Ooh, I want to cut the 2-3 here. Yes, I'm that greedy. Because if you cut the 2-3, you could just often end up on the 6-9 Nobeton, which is fine because 6 is Dora.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
5 connects to the 4. We'll just head a little
5.
bit forward, but it's not great.
Yeah, it does connect to Dora, though. Gives us a chance to draw Dora here.
9 pin doesn't help. 7 doesn't help. 6 is a pair up, but the hand just such a mess. I like going 8-9 here, and that is going to be
8-9.
the
Yep. Yep, makes sense.
7 does nothing, so it's just going to get tossed back.
There's our Dora.
Dora drawn. Ishunten across the way.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe?
I said I like the 1-2-3 Sanshigu pretty early in this hand. Oh
Ooh, another
no, the
Dora.
backfire on the 7. And if the 9 had been kept, this would be a great hand. Because the 2-3 was held, this is now a worthless tile and actually going to move it around, locking the pair in. I like the maneuver, but really reading this 1-4 is go to the wall, which it actually is. But one of those drawn across lays should be 3-so and is.
Yeah,
2 through
trust the
4. That is
Threesa. There's
Senpai
another
on the
4.
left. This should just be a Richi. Richi, Hatsu, possible Dora. 3-6. Will Dama instead.
Home.
Yeah,
We see a
that
pawn,
Dama.
but this looks like just trying to get the tune. We end up saving a stick this way, but it is going to be cheap. I think this is Mac just saying, I have the lead. I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, I'll just take what points I can get, move the game along, and put pressure on everybody else.
At the same time, how many points is enough? There
There's
is
no,
no such thing.
yeah, never enough, but you could definitely push your luck too much when you're trying to get more
Oh,
points
that's
than you need.
Senpai across the way. Richi,
Richi.
Pinfu, Dora 1, 6-9
Yeah,
so.
6, 9.
And it's going to be a Sumagiri chase here.
Oh, there's the
This,
6.
yeah,
We're
and that
gonna
just
hold
feels
on
like
to it
it's
for
going to
now.
deal in eventually. Now let's just see a quick sumo here. And there's, yeah, you just deal in. I don't
Yeah,
see
this
how
is the
you
deal
avoid
in.
it. The 5 is a safe tile if you really greedy on the Shumpon, but normally you just deal in here because both of the 8s have come out. Wow,
Oh,
takes the Dama and
Chi.
instead avoids the deal in. With those 8s out, I would have
No.
dealt in. And instead, we're going to see the 2 deal in on the right for Chunomi. Gets both the sticks, the 2,000 from the pot, worth more than the 1,000. It's just on double Ricci.
yeah,
Or
dealer
2
there
Ricci's, rather.
smelled something wrong and was correct and ends up avoiding that deal in. Now going into East 4, and this dealer hand
Mullen
not
has a
too good.
decent hand. The 3-pin, 5-pin, or 7-pin really helps. Until then, it's kind of meh. Draws the Dora,
Yeah,
but it's still very slow. I feel
yeah,
as the type of hand I just tend to call down because I hate it. And I have a lot of Tanyao tiles. It's never really going to be anything but Tanyao. So when I see bad blocks and Tanyao, monkey brain go, chi.
exactly. And we, we're dealer. We get another one, and we're pretty close to the lead, so we don't mind just taking a cheap hand and getting a redraw. See if we can get something better.
On the right, we have a 678 Sanshugu developing. Nice little reach Pinfu Tanyao Sanshugu Dora. Across the way, medium speed Pinfu and possible 3-4 Sanshugu, possible Itsu in Pinzu. And on the left, a few options, but I think it may just be played for 2-4 Sanshoku. Not
Ooh,
really what
dealer,
you expect with how that hand started, but it's getting there.
dealer picking up some good tiles. We could even do Ricci, Tanyao, Penfu here if we draw a pair, which we no, we
This is
can't do.
Senpai. Should
Penfu,
just slam
but it
it.
is
I don't see a
Tenpai.
reason not to. I'd just throw the stick out there. Of course, we know there's
Yeah,
no 1-3 pin, but we've seen this table does not like bad weights.
apparently not today, anyways.
Now, if you're going to do
Is
this, I think you should be cutting the
Rich.
2-pin there because you don't give up on the Sanshoku and you don't give up on the Itsu. If you're going to play this with the Dama, this should be the 2-pin. If you're going to reach, you just reach.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this would be a chase and probably a deal in, even if you had reached. No, dodges it again. Some very good maneuvering in this game. I'd have
Okay.
dealt in both of these times for sure.
Dealer switches up to weight to the 4-6 pin instead. Which there's one of each of those left. Yeah, one of each of those left.
3 pin across the way upgrades the Ishunta, now 355. 1 pin, possibly Peiko. It could cut 3 here.
Or so.
Could also just throw this back.
Yeah. Decides just to throw the 1 pin back.
Okay,
Ooh,
5 mon.
5.
I think I like the 8 here, and that will be the
Yeah,
cut.
try the 8. Yep.
West said is not Yakuhai, so you definitely can't con it. 1 so goes back, 1 mon gonna go back. 4 pin, perfect fill. Richi Pinfu. There's no Sanjiku. Instead, just going to Dama again. 2 mon, 5 mon. Max has definitely shown an aversion to just outright aggression, and they're going to give it the 1,000 here to shut this down. Greeting a bit for the Sanjiku, but we'll end up getting 1,000 off of it.
All right,
Well, it's a
headed
pretty good
into
hand, but we're into South round. Dealer here is Will with a nice little Pinfu hand. You see the shapes outside of the right side of the hand pretty good. The middle good, and the left good. Right, not so much. On the right, we have the Haku Pon. Can maneuver this forward. It's actually East Shantan already. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Cross the way, Junchan? I want to go Junchan. I might
Uchan would be
even...
nice.
Yeah, I don't mind the Chun. I definitely want an excuse to cut the 6-0, though.
Yeah. If we can get a 9 mon or a 2 or Dora, that would be great.
Well, Amon isn't ideal, although you do have 3 on Peiko upgrades. We did see the East was passed on the right, doesn't want to take the potential Tonki options, feels the shapes are locked in. Well, another pair across the way. That is not ideal. There should be 2 pin or 1, so you have a couple options here, because the 6-9 in Manzu will give you a Richi Pinfu, possibly Peiko, and holding 1 so does still give you a possible Sanjiku. Gives up on the Sanjiku and Dora by cutting the 1 so.
Yep. Dealer still looking, hasn't gotten very many good draws yet. Still looking to figure out what this hand's going to be. Especially
To
since,
the immediate backfire, punished hard.
ooh, yeah, drew the Dora, isn't able to use it now, too late.
Ishunten for dealer here can just call the Chun, but it's dead, so it's
Yeah,
actually a
that tune's
really
dead.
bad bear. We have Tempai on the right, 8-pin Ton. It will be Haku Nomi. We are now into the South rounds. The East doesn't work.
Okay, the 1 mon helps dealer here.
Yeah, this upgrades this to perfect Ishunten for dealer, but there is not going to be any value in this hand unless you flip some Aura or something. 6-pin. Nope, just going to toss it back. 6 so is a great build there on the
okay.
left. I don't think it's Tempai, but it's
No, not
super
yet.
wide Ishunten.
Yeah, we have two pairs. Yeah, we have 2 pairs in hand, so...
Oh, there's the East. That just steals in.
Yep,
And
East goes in.
1,000 going to end this and move us to South 2.
South 2, but hey, we were already in the lead, so probably happy with that.
Max
Even if
has
it is
definitely
just
been willing to
1,000.
take the cheap hands. Seems to be playing more for wins rather than raw points. Got that Mongana just trying to turtle move the game along a little bit. Has a possible Itsu, but needs a 3, 6, and 7 in Manzu to get it. The rest of the shape's not ideal. On the right,
Yeah,
ooh, the 7-pin's a great fill. Possible 6-8 Sanjiku now. And a Hatsu, so maybe even a Doritanki. Across the way, nice little Tanya. That's actually a Shunten already. And on the left, Pinfu hand, nothing particularly fancy. 3 so or 6 so would give you a Peiko option.
yeah, Penfu
Now, this West isn't
Peiko.
a call. We just had a lag spot. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, there we go. We're
To Dora have come out twice now.
1 so not helpful. Okay, the
Ooh, West
5.
is a really good draw. I kind of just want to give up with the Sanjiku, and yeah, it does cutting the
Yeah.
8.
Yep, gives up the 8. 3 so there's our 3, 6 shot there.
That's Tempai across the way. Richi, Pinfu, Tanya, possibly Ipeiko. 5, 8. The 5 is dead, so it's guaranteed on the 8 unless someone
That's
throws a
dead.
5.
Yep, and only one 8 left in the wall.
This is
It's gonna be
Tempai
hard to
on the
draw it.
right, but it's a really bad weight. Do you just chase it because you don't have any better options? Nope, we'll cut the one so.
Cut the ones
Playing
though, yeah.
a little more offensively. This is one where taking a Ricci Nomi there is actually a bit of a defensive play. You're just trying to shut it down because you don't have any better ideas. This is a more offensive play. It's a little counterintuitive.
Ooh, 7 Mon here. Do we drop the 9 Mon now?
I mean, I don't know what else we're doing, so yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
makes sense. Dealer picks up a 3. Okay.
This is also Tempai on the 4. This has Tanyao now. So this is a Yaku waiting on the 4 so. There is one of those left.
3.
Ooh, the monster hand developing on the left. There's also a Cheetoy. It can take the Shampon or the Cheetoy and just breaks.
No, decides too risky. I guess our
Another
Ricci
Dora
player
comes
hasn't
out.
dropped a Monzu yet, so might be a little worried about that.
No, we've seen some ones. I don't mind cutting the 4 there and waiting on the 7.
Ooh, 4 pen.
Well, now the 4 is Nakasuji, but this is also Tempo. I'd be waiting on the 3 pin. We have to get the 4 or the 7 again. This is Ricci, Tanya, Ipeko, and just not going to throw the Monzu.
Yeah. Six. Nope, gonna go with the 4 comes
Yeah, it
out.
goes with the Nakasuji. Seems reasonable in this
Seems
situation.
reasonable. Yep.
We do have 2 Tempai still, and there's the 4. The last 4 on the wall. Got to deal it for a Tanya Dama. The problem is that David needs more points than that. Locking in a 4th place, sure, it dodges a Ricci, but it doesn't really help you.
Yeah, but then you don't lose worse. You know, you could always lose worse than you are. So.
And get a little bit of
Oh,
repeat
okay.
here. No, it's the
Okay.
same hand.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Just had a replay bug here, and we will get to South 3 now. Might go Honitsu here, but I think you just play efficiently and see what happens. On the
Yeah.
right, we have the Hatsu Anko. I want to go Honitsu. In fact, I think I'd gone 1 pin. Across the way, 2 Dora, but enough pairs that it's actually already Ishunten for Ichidora 2. On the left, decent hand, probably too many pairs, but you have some options, especially get a 7 mon or a 3 pin.
Yeah, some pretty decent hands all around here, and we are looking like we're getting Honitsu draws. Not
Oh,
willing to commit
Tempai!
too hard. Oh, we got the
So you
7.
can super greed cutting to Tuso and Doming, looking for a lot of upgrades here, or you could just reach it. At the same time, you could always meme and force a Ricci because it's a Sanzo weight.
I probably would drop the 2, so it's early. We got lots of chances to upgrade here,
We'll
but
go for the Sanzo weight.
we are going to go
We
for the
have a
Sanzu
loose
weight.
3 so on the left. Oh, and this 7 fits in nicely, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a direct attack here.
Ooh, 2 so there. No, we're just going to drop safe. Okay.
Yeah, that is a fold from Max. Yeah, Max has been playing very passively this whole game, so I'm not really surprised by this. Oh, there's the 3 so deals in. Regidor 2. Sanzo always delivers. No Ura, though. Still gets to above 30,000, and we're headed to South 4. It would have been really big there for Will, but we'll take this situation here with a chance to make it up in all last.
Okay, dealer. Let's see what we got
Mohan
here.
has a Haku pair. We'll go ahead and call this down. The hand is not particularly fast and not particularly valuable, but you just take what you get. So
Yeah.
very valuable by itself.
Yeah, we just want to call as quick as we can.
On the right, we
Here.
have Tanya, maybe even a Tanya Cheetoy, depending on what happens. Across the way, looks like a Pinfu hand and a
Pinfu, yeah.
Dora. And on the left, 2 Dora. Really hard to go Tanya with it. It is also very important that David would like to knock someone under 30,000, so you don't have to eat the entire minus 20 here.
Yeah, we
Because
could go.
David's sitting at minus 38.7, can't really afford a minus 20. It is early in the season, but those add up very quickly.
Could be looking at an E2 there. Depends on what we draw, of course.
Yeah, it always feels bad when you have you need the 3 and then the 6 and the 9 multiple times in the same Suji line to fill your Itsu.
Yeah,
And the thing is, even if you do that, you're likely cutting Dora, so meh. I like one mon here.
yeah, one mon. Yeah, makes sense.
When in doubt, it's Tanyao. The problem is, again, where's the value building? You need something else near the door. And that's a really awkward draw with a 2-mon.
3 so?
I feel it's 3-so or 8-pin. 8-pin's
Yeah.
an interesting play, but no, just go throw it back. Meanwhile,
Okay.
dealer will be Tempai here, waiting on the 6-mon, decided to give up on the 4-7 wait. This is an option you can flip over to a more valuable draw, but a bit of a surprise that was taken. Peitonki would be Furi 10
Yeah.
and one left, so wait, no, dead, so even less useful.
Right. I was like, it's dead, so nah, definitely don't want to wait on that one.
Well, the
9
nine's a very good
1.
weight, but it's 2 out, so
It's 2
again, you have the
out.
same problem. That's a hell weight. I feel they should just have been the 4-7 weight. When I have an Onko of the 8, could just cut the 7, and we'll do so. And yeah, that would have dealt in, of course.
East. No, not gonna try the East.
5 pin's a really good draw. Should just be the 2 here.
That makes sense. 4
But the question is,
mon.
can Mohan improve this at all? 3 pair up, that's Tempai. I think you just Ricci on the Dora. It's
Chamadora for the
Ricci,
36.
Tanya, Dora. Won't take it, though. I feel you have to take that, though. It's a really good hand.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, South 4, and we're in last, so once to get as much value as possible, maybe
Well, yeah,
trying
but
to keep up
Ricci
over,
almost
but
Tanya Dora is already Mongon.
yeah, it seems a
Seems like a
little,
bit much here, but okay,
yeah.
this could be a chase, but we're waiting on the 2-so. Instead throws the 1 back. This is a 2-so, 6-so, 9-so wait.
Well,
I
there's the
might just see
9.
this 9 come out. It's Genbutsu, and
No,
dealer's
there
going
it
to pick it
is.
up. Just 1 Han, but also get the Ricci stick. This does knock Will down 1,000, still above that 30k threshold, but does lose a buffer. If anyone sumos, will drop under.
Yeah, how's another, well, not amazing, not terrible hand here.
Hey, dealer's hand, I'll take that on most times.
Yeah,
Sports Go, of course, would amazingly. Well, okay, now you just call and go. No real
yeah, that's
value, but you just
rough
get another repeat. You have your
for the
Homba.
1.
Start running that up on the right. Slower
Uh,
Pinfu hand,
2.
not too much there. 4-pin or 4-so would really help. Cross the way, few pairs, but really nothing. On the left, bad. It
Yeah,
has Chudora, but at the same time, what good is Chudora if your hand has basically zero chance of winning?
yeah, I mean, what, we have 3 pairs? That's our closest Jakku, I think.
See, I feel you want to brute force either Chanta or Honitsu because you want to be able to call this. I think you just have to take the Dora, but instead passes it.
Pass the. Maybe take this. Well, second one comes out. I bet you take it, but maybe
Well,
the
you
first one is a
absolutely
skip
have to
just in
take the
case.
second one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that helps immensely. Just draw the Onko.
Yeah. Charles Onko. Oh,
Meanwhile, though,
dealer.
dealer very wide Shunta, not
Yeah.
Tempai. Could
Not
pull in the
Tenpai.
7 or the 8 and would be Tempai then.
Ooh, 5 so there. Pretty good draw.
7-mon pair up. Okay, that is Ishunta, not an ideal one though. Oh, there's our West. Now I don't think you can call it though, and yeah, it just has to pass. 8-pin. Well, now I think it's just Cheetoy.
Chitoy or Toy Toy
The
if we're
9
lucky.
is passed. Would have been able to call that down into Tempai. Let's see, is that yeah, it would have been Tempai on one of those Tonkies. And I definitely think passing the 9 is a mistake because any Pinzu upgrade changes you to Honitsu anyway, which is worth so much here. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that one. It
like that
will be
one.
Tempai though on the 5-8 mon for Hatsu Nomi. But I feel it
Yeah.
just leaves a lot of points on the table. Oh, just Sumo, never mind.
Well, all right.
If you just know what you're going to draw, it fixes the problem. And I
Yeah.
believe that is now first place, but we do not have a Garayame on, so we'll have to continue playing. And this is Kanchan Hell. This is a hand that wants to be Junshan really badly.
Yeah. Wants to be Junshan, but has a long way to go.
Well, there are very few hands which are close to Junshan, because it
Home.
guarantees every block is bad. On the right, we have a Haku Pawn, probably just trying to get to the 30,000 threshold, get some positives out of this game. Across the way, we have a Pawn for perfect Ishan 10. Potentially, not just potentially, likely has through the door, and it's not perfect Ishan 10. I misread the hand. That's a 5-6, but it is Ishan 10. On the
Yeah.
left, probably just brute force the whole Netsu. Question
Yeah.
is, can you keep it
Honitsu.
closed?
That would be
6, that
great
is
if we could.
Tempai. You have to take that. 5-8.
Yep. And, ooh, another 6.
Ooh, this should be the go ahead and pair.
Yep.
This is perfect, Eshanton. You have to call the 7, and I think you just deal in here. Instead, going to pass it.
Chi.
That is Tempai, waiting on 4 on 7 money. You see so many of the 7s out already.
Yeah. 3 7s you see, and 1 4 you see. So 7's
Yeah, the
dead.
one out in front of us.
And 2 4. Yeah, 2 4s in the wall.
But it is 5-8 versus 4-7, both in Manzu. One, so okay, which one is going to get cut? I think it's the deal. Nope, throws
No.
it back. Oh, there's the 8. We'll connect in the 9 though, so that's not coming out just yet. There's been some really good dodging by David of some of the cheap cheap deal-ins, but instead there's our Chun Dora 1, and that's going to be an overtake.
Yep.
Max pulls out the win at the very end there, 25.9. In second place, Mohan with 12.4. Had a good dealer run on the end, couldn't get all of it. Will with a minus 6.1, and David had a few wins in there, but there were so many cheap Damas, didn't have any big hands, and ends up eating the minus 32.2. However, doesn't end up eating the minus 20 at least, because Will's knocked under 30,000. All right, well, I think we're going to head over to an A1 game. They were supposed to have started the top of the hour, and it looks like they started 4 minutes ago. So I'm glad we didn't wait on them.
Home.
Oh, and
All
there we
right.
go.
Well, it looks like we have David in front of us. On the right is, I can barely even see it from here.
The right is Anka?
Bianca. Across the way is Brian, and on the left is going to be Avi. I do always like Avi because the name is just Avi.
Each.
There's a
Ooh.
Ricci across the way. This is a 6-pin Kanchan, I think. Is there any other weight in there? No, I don't think so. Meanwhile, we have a Toy Toy on the right. Toy Toy Chun waiting 9 mon 1 pin.
Yeah, the 9 mon is dead, so just waiting on the 1 right now.
Well, the 1 has 2 left versus this 6, which is completely dead right now. We have Tempai on the left. As mentioned, the 6 is dead. Oh, there's the 8.
No.
Gonna deal in on the other end, and a Tanya will end that hand. So not a ton there, but Amy does go ahead and pick up 1,000.
Yep. And then, okay, East 3.
There's going to be Brian with a very slow 678 Sanjiku Tanyo type hand. On the right, couple pairs, but a lot of ways the hand can develop. Most likely it's just reach maybe Itsu in Sozu. Across the way, slow Pinfu hand, maybe a 456 Sanjiku. Not quite as slow as it looked initially. And on the left, we have an East pair, maybe call and go, because the rest of the shapes aren't very fast. If you don't call the East, I don't think you just ever win that hand.
Yeah, and well, it could just be in the dead wall too. You never know, but probably
Now,
call
the
it if it
problem
comes
is
out.
one of those is missing because it's the door indicator, so there's only one left.
Right. Right. Then looking at the overall scores here, it looks like nothing too exciting's happened yet.
No,
So,
a few points picked up by Amy, but no one in real danger. plus 4,000 for me from start, and of course, Brian and Bianca minus 2,000 from start.
Ooh, 7 mon. That completes one shape there.
Yeah, one of those shapes. Looking a little bit better. Still floaters, so not quite as close as it may look. You see the 7 mon cut
Call
here,
the
keeping the
7?
penchant.
No, okay. Not gonna call the 7.
No, this is Brian, who's definitely going to try and build value here. That's the type of call I make because I have a door and I'm planning on door Tonki. But more dedicated members of Snake Shack will definitely pass on that one.
Oh, well.
Well, 3 Dora. Okay, now this door is a safe tile. And
Yeah,
we
now.
have Yakuai Dora 3 now for Amy.
Yep. Go high door 3, and let's see, we 1, 2, 3. Not quite
4.
Ishanten
Okay,
yet.
that is... Okay, so going to just play a little more defensively. Could have thrown the 7 so, but correctly reading it as dangerous. The thing is, Amy is not Tempai yet. Seven pin. Could move this hand forward. Could pull in this. The 8's Kaveh
Yeah.
off here. Depends how much diffusing you feel you need to make. We have a Dama across the way for Tanyao only for 7 pin. It is Gembutsu. We might just see the 7 come out here.
Yep.
And we will. It's a handshake agreement of giving 1,300, and dealer is more than happy to do so.
Yep. Worried about the door 3. Well, I'll give you the 1,300. Here you go. Let's move on.
Certainly cheaper than the 4,000 Subo, which you have to figure Amy's close to in that position. Amy will be dealer here in East 4, and this hand is bad.
Yeah, nothing much going on in that hand.
On second review, the hand is even worse than I thought it was. On the right, not a great hand. You have a couple pairs. The Pinzu's workable, though, across the way. Medium speed Pinfu hand. On the left,
The left is
good
our best hand by
Tanyao
far.
hand. Would
Yeah,
love to
great
just call the
Tanyao.
Dora and not worry about it. I think you take the 6 pin if it comes, just within the intention of pulling the 3 mon or 4 mon should it ever pop out.
Yep. But for now, just gonna get rid of all of our ends here. Ooh, dealer picks up a 3 pin, so
I think the 9's the normal cut,
9.
and it is.
Yep.
Because you want to hold the 1-2 just to accept Dora. If you end up
Yep.
going Tanya, then you can cut it, but for now, you don't necessarily know that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang on to it for now. Well, yeah. Now we
Out it
decided
goes
to get rid of
now.
it. Yeah.
It's decided it is just going to be the
Just
Tanya,
Tanya.
maybe some sort of 5, 6, 7 Sanjiku if you get a 5 pin in there.
And
Or
3 still pick up
Chitoy,
on the
I guess.
on the
There are
left.
4 pairs now. Not ideal in this hand. Well, now we'll see. Yeah, it's Tanya. I don't care.
Yeah, Tanya, give me my points.
I'm dealer. I just want the reboot. Oh, well,
Ooh.
that's a draw. This is now Tempai. Should reach you here. Because 3 or 6s are out. You figure you have to win on the
Each.
9. So you just always reachy. Did have to think about it for a second. I think the decision was whether to cut the 4 or the 7.
Yeah, 6 unlikely to come out.
Khan!
9.
Khan of Dora!
Khan of
So we have
Dora.
Ricci, Dora 4, possible Tanya. Of course, we know the 6 pin is dead. There are 2 9 pin left. 2 9
2
pin.
9s.
And now Amy's a little more concerned, but just go ahead and throw the Suji 7. The 6 is safe, and this is going to be called. 6 is safe entry here, waiting on the 6 mon to just shut this down for Tanya Nomi. 6 mon is what, 2 out here? Oh, there it is. Just Sumos.
Perfect.
We'll shut down the monster Khan Dora 4. And sometimes that 1,500 feels really good.
Yeah. Compared to what it could have been, minimal damage. And then we'll get a repeat dealership.
Amy's dealer here. Few pairs. I think you just play efficiently, see what happens on the right. Ooh, very good Tanya hand. Could it be Tanya Chitoy? Across the way, maybe Itsu and Pinzu, Pinfu type hand, and on the left. Medium speed Pinfu and Eitsu would really help there. There is an Itsu, but it's going to be very difficult just because you don't have enough blocks.
Did nobody have Dora? Oh, we just drew one Dora on the right. Okay.
Well, it's the west door. It's not that useful to too many people here.
It's not, but it's always interesting to see who the first person to draw it is, and do we just toss it immediately, or do we, entertain the idea at least?
But when you have this many Chitoy routes, sitting on the door is perfectly fine. But
Yeah.
you need to be willing to cut it because the types of issues hands like that get into is if anyone reaches, you're just in deep trouble. Just look at those tiles. The 3-bot is probably the safest tile in the hand right now. That's not
Yeah.
what most people consider a safe tile.
Oh,
Chitoy
there's an
Ishan 10
A.
should be the
Yep.
3 or the 6, will be the 3-bot.
Yep. Gonna go for the cheat toy. Ooh,
Well,
two.
the 3
Mm,
is more signaling that you're not giving up on a regular hand. If you cut the 6 and potentially set up the Suju trap, then that is saying it's just going to be
well,
Chitoy.
we got a 5-mod
Ooh,
now.
I like just the 6 here, but there are a lot of options. You could even throw it back, but I don't
Yeah,
like it. Yeah,
6.
those are the 6.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Well, also you have to remember if you get 4 so or 7 so, you just have a nice little Tanyao hand.
Right. Right.
You're a little concerned just because we're getting later and no one's thrown
Home.
this Dora. But go ahead and calls it and has decided it's Tanyao Toy Toy.
Yep. And no one was waiting. No one was
Oh, there's
looking
the
for
8.
the.
That is no Tempai, no Yaku Tempai across the way. Still drop
Sumo.
myself. Now, will this be a Furizin Ricci? No. Takes the Sumo Nomi.
Yep. Moving
One
into
Han
south hand.
30 could have taken the Ricci on the 7 of the Ricci Pinfui Peiko, but figured the time was of importance here and just took the
Dealer
one Han Sumo.
hand. Yeah, dealer hand just a Tanyao.
Already Ishanten for Ricci Tanyao Dora 1 on the right. Maybe a 567 or 79 Sanchiku, but very slow. Across the way. Eh. 2 door. You want to go Tanyao, but it's really hard with those blocks. Now, that 6-mon pair does move you a bit more towards that, because the 7 pin can just be cheat. You cut the 1, and then the hand plays itself. On the left, actually a very nice hand there. Also Ishan 10. Would love
Yeah.
the 5-pin door indicator, though. It's always a problem when that's the tile that is the
Ooh.
choke point in your hand.
Yeah. Draws another 4-so instead.
Well, there are several ways you can play that. Chitoy, of course, being one. You have Ipeco options. You have
Yeah.
Suanko options.
Yeah. Sananko, Suanko. It kind of depends on what we draw.
Well, it really feels like what does dealer draw here? Because that's by far the closest hand. Well, that's 6. Makes things interesting. We'll cut the 3.
Cut the 3 for
Isn't
now.
locking up the Dora here, but says Sanako isn't going to happen, so the 3 comes out. See the 8's locked in. 5, 6, 7 Sanjuku appears to be the plan on the right for Bianca. Another pair should just be 5-pin.
5-pin, yep.
Because there's a Sunonko route, there's a door acceptance route, there's a Peiko route. The 5 just doesn't do much here. We do note that the 8 is passed, so not just taking any Tanyao Tempai here. 8 so connects to the 7 here. That is Ishan 10.
And 2-so, not good. 1-so, not. Nah, probably.
Trying to decide where the south comes out here. And no, just throws it back. Speaking of the south, there it goes.
8-mon. Doesn't want.
6. Well, that's an Anko. That's just Tempai. Ricci on the
Eat.
7-mon. Ricci Dora 3 here.
Yep. That's
6
big.
so 9. So there's an argument to Dama just because you're going to have the 6 pop out more often. But I definitely Ricci.
Reach.
Yeah,
This is
Ricci
a
makes sense.
chase. Ricci, Tanya, possible Ipeco, 2-mon, 5-mon. Veloose 5 here on the left, but this Ricci may just shut it down. Oh, no,
Oh,
never
just
mind.
sumo
Just
it.
Sumo. Ricci pot Sumo Tanya. That is Mongon. Waiting on any Aura. Doesn't hit the Aura, but it is a dealer Mongon. And David will pick up a nice hand up to 43,400.
Yeah, first big hand of this set of this game, so
This
Put them
match,
way in the
dealer
front.
has a
Yep.
pretty good hand. 6 mon would really help. 8 mon would really help. Potential Riichi Pinfu Dora on the right. Haku Onko. Pretty good shapes. 3 for 5 Sanchiku potential. Across the way, that looks like Honetsu. Yeah, cutting the 5-pin says it's definitely Honetsu. On the left, South pair, maybe just call and go. Has 2 Dora. So you see the South, I'd definitely take it. 8 so connects with the 7 here. Goes ahead and cuts the loose north, but the plan is still where is the South?
Or so trying to decide on a cut here. Goes 9 mon.
Yeah, 9mon gives up some efficiency, but says they have a lot more Tanya hands because the blocks as they aren't great. Do you really want the 789? And yeah, you just draw the 6. That fixes a lot of the problems
Draw the
here.
6. Yep. Working out so far. Ooh,
2 so
2
pair
so.
up
That's
across the way.
helpful.
Kind of backing away from the Honetsu play.
Well, green was
But there
already
were
twice
2
out,
out,
so
so it's not that good.
yeah, might as well toss it out
Oh,
and
5, 6,
hope we
7,
get
that is
something
no
better.
Ish. No, it's not. That's a 1-1-3, not a 1-2-3. And the left coming together, but slowly. We do see the 7-pin is passed, and ooh, well, if you're doing it, this one, the 7s need to go out.
Yep.
There they
Well, we're
are.
going to go for it. There goes a 7.
2 mon, maybe a 2 or 3. But the problem is his hand doesn't have a pair, so magic gets tossed back. It
Yeah.
does. That
6
is Ish
so.
on 10 on the right. It should just be the 1. No,
Gee.
throws the 6 back.
Yeah, and then we're going to call
And
it.
we see that. Thank you very much. Now we have Ishan 10 on the left, still looking for that south. Of course, we know where one of them is. It may come out here, and it does. It's going to be Tenpai on the left. 1 so 2 pin.
リーチ
And there's a Riichi for dealer. Riichi Pin Fudora. 1
Home.
pin, 4 pin. Pull. This is 4 so across the way. Waiting on the last 4 so, which we happen to know is there. And we're going to see a con.
Oh
That
boy,
adds
here
a
we go.
Dora across the way. That's a Hanemon. If this force, however, comes out, it's Gembutsu.
Ooh, 5-pin comes out.
Well, you have to throw up from that situation for sure. We
Yeah.
might see a call here just to improve the weight shape.
Ooh.
The long pause should definitely cause concern.
Yeah.
I'd go Haku, Haku, Haku.
Yep. Haku, Haku.
Oh, throws the
Oh.
last 4. So the Gembutsu deals into the Hanemon Shinitsu Dora 1. That's the classic. Who would wait on that? Well, I might. So trust the Gembutsu and deals into the Hanemon. I see it here. I just think it's just Haku, Haku, Haku every time. It's 100% safe here. And unfortunate says, I'm just going to throw this tile, try and advance it, and gets caught with a hand in the cookie jar there a little bit.
Yeah.
But is rewarded with 2 Dora and a Tanya type hand. Very callable on the right. Pretty good hand. Riichi Pinfu. Not too much value, but reasonable. Across the way, Pinfu hand. We got 608 Sanchiku, and on the left, well, that's a pair up, but it's not ideal. That is
Yeah.
2 Shanten, but the blocks are not good.
Yeah, not very good. Kind of
You're
just
hoping to draw the 3 so that fixes the hand immediately.
Right.
But without it, it's just very slow. And I say it fixes the hand, but with 2 1 so out, the 3 so doesn't help as much as it would normally. That is the last 2 so now.
Yep, 9-pin.
4 so, well, having thrown the 2, the 4 is pretty useless. Just throw the south, though.
Okay. Another 6 there. That helps.
Yeah, across the way, looking towards the just fastest Tanya. Really wants the 4 pin, though. 8 so goes that. Could even call it. Ooh, 4 mon's useless, though.
Yeah,
2 mon pair up. I go 1 3 so. Cuts the 2 instead.
Okay.
There are better routes to Pinfu here, and I guess a weird Sanshiku in there somewhere. But I don't see the real value upgrades. Well, there's a 6-0 Onko across the way. That is Ishunten. Could cut 7 mon. Instead cuts the 8. This goes back a Shunten, I believe. It does. Dealer trying to start with the 8's worth, and it's not. 3's a great fill there on the left. Now did get that Pinfu draw. Ishan 10
Oh, wow.
for Riichi Pinfu. Oh, just draw the
Let's draw the
last
fourth.
6.
Yeah, let's draw the fourth one. It's fine.
I mean, now it is a super wide Ishan 10, I guess. Just casually draw the last copy of the tie you're looking for.
Did we draw 3 sixes in a row? Something like that.
I think
Or
we
3
did.
out of
Oh,
4
no,
draws,
2.
something like
3 out
that.
of 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously we had a Sumagiri in there. That hurts my brain. I don't think that's Tempai.
No, I don't think. Yeah, it's like I don't think that quite works. Oh, there was the last one. Now that we folded away
Well,
from
it's a
that shit.
very good safe tile, so it's good that it's being held. Oh, no!
Okay. Well, it happens.
That is unfortunate. You know, we have Tempai on the right. This is an 8-mon Tonki looking for any sort of upgrade. There's our Tempai on the left. Riichi Pinfu, 6-mon, 9-mon.
Ooh, the
Dealer's also
toucan.
Tempai. Would have to cut the Dora, but I imagine you just have to chase. 4th place, I think is no, dodges it. Says, I'm not throwing Dora into that pond. But I think you have to at 12,600. It's your
It's
last
tough.
dealer turn. You're way back behind.
Yeah, way
I'd have
back
shoved it.
behind. But we got the 2. We'll follow up with the 1. We got a shot to get back into it here.
Now, Tempai on the right is a dead Tempai. Karatin. Oh, there's our Subo, though. Read Subo Pinfu. No Ura, but 700, 1300. And David extends the lead here. We move to South 3.
Yep, South 3. And now.
Brian, his dealer here, has a possible 618 Sanjiku in this hand, but just looks mostly like a Tanyao. You just play it for Pinfu, and if you pick something else up along the way, great. On the right, of a West pair and a Haku pair, you want to call it down for Honitsu. The problem is the rest of the blocks aren't very cooperative for Honitsu. Across the way, Pinfu hand, reasonably so. It does have a floating Dora, but it's 1 so it's not that great. On the left, very slow hand. There are a couple distant Itsu options, 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku, but I don't like it at all. Dealer with probably the best hand here.
Yeah,
You
Bianca
could
on
make an
the
argument on the right that it's callable just to end this.
Bianca on the left is not a very good hand and is the only person below 30k, so is in a little bit of trouble here, but
Now, 5 so thrown back by Amy says this is trying to greed some sort of value here, rather than cutting, say, the South or even the 1-2 mon.
yep, we'll see what happens there.
4 pin's a great draw here for
draw.
dealer. Super wide E-shunt, and should just be 8 pin here.
8 pin
You could go
or
3
7.
mon and lock 7. No, I like holding the 7.
Yeah, probably the 8.
Yeah,
that
I
makes
think
sense.
it's 8.
Yeah.
Because if you draw 8 so, you're fine with this. Because then you just reach you the 2.
Right. That makes sense.
Home.
And then our right hand will cheat and then
Okay,
on the
Amy
west.
moving towards Honetsu now.
Yep.
Definitely appears to be the play, because of course the West is not a Yaku by itself.
Ooh, Druid 1 so Dora, but it just came out, so
Yeah, you're not worried about it at all.
not too worried about it.
Well, it's 100% safe in that position, so it's sure whatever.
Yeah.
Chun pair up across the way, but a little slow.
Yeah, fourth one is
Could go
still out
4-6.
there.
That's what I'd go. No, going with the 8-6 in Manzu instead.
Yeah, it cuts the 8. Okay.
Oh, that's an annoying tile. I'd cut 2 Mon because there is a 2 out already.
Each.
2 2s out, actually. So
No,
this
we're
is
just gonna
only
take
on the
it.
3, and draw the 3 is drawn immediately. This weight is dead for dealer. Kind of surprised this weight is taken.
Yeah.
I think this is one where the rule book just is just good. I'm dealer, I reach you, you deal with me.
I'm dealer, I'm reaching, or maybe we missed one of the 2s was, or one, 2 was dead. Maybe we missed it.
Right. It is such a bad way. This is a defensive Reachy. The get out of this hand, I just want to get my Tempai payments. But I don't like doing that when someone's called twice behind me. But at the same time, Brian's trying to pick up some points here to try and close the gap with first and ideally chase Amy out of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
But there is 0 weights. This may just be a deal in, though. Passes it. Yeah, you can't really call the 8. Oh, there's our Tempai across the way. 4-pin, 7-pin for Riichi Chun. This is a
Yeah.
really bad weight, surprisingly.
Sevens are
Dead. 2
held.
4s.
Yeah,
So
fours.
it's 2 versus 0 right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think we just got to fold.
There's
Oh,
the
we drew the
sumo.
4.
Reach Sumo Chun.
And
No
Dora.
Ura, but does knock Brian under 30K. Would have been important for David to get an Ura there because that also would have knocked Amy under 30,000. But we are in South 4 now. Amy at 30,200 in second place with a very callable hand. Ooh, I like this hand. There's no real value, and you might even get greedy enough to pass the first Haku, but I don't have the kind of discipline.
No, I think you just call it.
All right. Pinfu hand, but pretty slow. Across the way. Pinfu hand, medium speed. Oh, well, that's just Ishunten for dealer. I don't like the Tuso cut. I really don't like Tuso cut. I like the 3-pin cut a lot more.
3-pin instead.
Right,
Yeah.
because we want to be able to accept Dora.
Yeah, just in case that's
And
the
even
tile we
here,
draw.
this 5, whatever.
We're
On the
committed
left,
now.
actually a pretty good hand. We're going to see our south call on the right. This is double south. Again,
Yeah,
if
double south.
David can sumo anything here, it will knock Amy under 30K, and it'll be a full plus 20.
Yeah, but
There's
I
our
think we'll
Haku.
just
Wait, whoa. Haku is passed.
Haku passed. Interesting.
Huh?
Interesting. What are we going for here? Interesting.
I don't get it. I'm going to hope that was a misclick, because I don't get it.
Okay. Well, let's see. Ooh, 6 Mon. That's good for across the way there. We're 1 away now?
Yeah, it is Ishunten. It's not a very good one.
Yeah.
8-mon pairs up on the left, but what's the play? I think it's just throwing the 8 back because it's dead.
Yeah, throw
The
the 8 back.
6-9 doesn't really help you a ton because you're just short a pair. You'd have to cut the 3-4, which you're never doing here. Wait,
Oh,
what?
No, they are throwing
Dora's
the 3-4.
cut.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is Tempai here. I don't understand anything that's happened in this hand, but Amy is now Tempai 6-pin Haku, and we're going to see a Khan here. On the right, we have a 5-pin Gembutsu weight for double non, and of course, with the stick in the middle, that would be enough to secure the plus 20 if we see some defense here. But this is Tempai. This should be a... Okay, we'll Dama here instead, waiting 2 so, 5 so, because the 5 is dead and the 2 is
5 is
3
dead.
out.
Yep.
The problem is the upgrades here with that 3-so cut earlier. If this were a 5-pin 3-so Shampoo... Oh, no! Then it would have been a Richiapot Sumo Dora 3 with multiple Ura chances. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Ooh, would that have been enough? No, not quite enough for first place.
No, it wouldn't have been enough for first, but there's some Ura chances, of course. You never know what's going to happen there.
True.
We have Dama across the way waiting on 5. Oh, just draws it anyway. Okay. Sumo Dora 3 says, okay, at 3-3-so's not good enough. I need the 4th one, but I don't want to con for it, so I'm just going to sumo it here. The Furitan sumo on the end, but the big winner here is David with a 33.1. In second place, Brian shows us what the power of Sanzo is there with the 13.4 on the end. Amy takes a bit of an Oyakabri there at the end, minus 9.8. And Bianca just didn't get much the whole game, minus 36.7. Okay, so it looks as though they took a bit of time before they started the second one. So we are going to go on a break. Let me see when their game officially starts. It is 5 minutes from now. So they just kicked it off like 5 minutes before I started, 5 seconds before I started talking. So we will be back at about 12 after. Hello and welcome back. We have the second game here with in front of us David. On the right is Amy. Across is Brian. And Bianca is on the left. So should start any second, but any minute it could be up to 60 seconds. So overall, I look at the scores in the league. Amy is the current division leader in A1 at 134.4, and the rest of these players are trying to catch up, but everyone's in positives right now. All right, dealer hand, slow Pinfu hand is a door, but it's a 9, so it's not ideal. On the right, Pinfu hand, I mean, uses for 4, 5, 6 Sanchiku eventually, but more likely Ricci, maybe Ricci Pinfu. Across the way, Chun pair, call and go with 2 Dora. We might see Dora come out from dealer and get pulled. On the left, possible Itsu. Actually, Ishunten already for Itsu. Needs a 4-pin and a 7-pin.
We have 3 mon. Do we want that? I guess for now we're gonna keep it. Yeah.
Let's see, guys. Ooh, 4 is a nice fill. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. But still looking for the Chun or the Dora, of course.
I mean, we
Yeah,
gotta
that
get
is
one of them's gotta
Ishunton
come out.
on the right, but going to move it more towards Tanya, cutting the 1 here.
Well, there's the Dora, so we're gonna
Yeah,
call
you
that
have to
third.
take it with that hand. And then we're going to
Yeah.
wait. What are you calling for? Haku's gone. Hatsu's gone. Ton's gone. Shaw is 1 out. And, of course, Chun is live.
リーチ
But Ricci Nomi appears to be good enough on the right here.
Yep, the
So it is
7.
Ricci Nomi on the 7. It is Ricci the Suji tile. This Chud, we'll see if it pops out. Is scared of the 3 Dora, of course. It does. That's going to be called for sure. Which weight will be taken? Okay, takes the wide weight here. 3 6-mon versus the 7-mon weight.
Yep, 3, 6, 7 are the dangerous tiles.
Yes, let's see. 3 6 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 left versus the 7, which is 2 left. So 3 versus 2. I'd go 8-mon.
Yeah, 8 mon. 8,
Yeah, okay,
9.
that is the play. Forso's an awful tile, but it's not like you have a choice here.
Okay, yeah, 9 mon. Yep.
There's
There's
another 7,
7.
so down to 1 tile left for that Kanchan weight. There's the 3 6, which is 3, so it's 1 versus 3 now.
4
That is
pen.
Tempai if you wait on the 7.
Nah,
But
8, 9. Yeah. Yeah.
9's already cleared, so...
Yeah,
Oh, there's
9's
the
fine.
last 7. So that
7.
weight is now dead. The Chundora 3 still has a bunch of tiles, and there's one of them. This is Tempai. This is
Yeah.
Furiten, though. So we'll go ahead and Dama as a result. Double Furiten, even.
Yeah, only a
A
couple more
5,
of
7...
those.
Oh, 5, 7, 8
110.
weight. Yeah, just
Yeah.
throws the 1. Trying to get the... Con? You have to con, don't you? You need the
Eh,
draw. It's an extra draw. I would definitely
Yeah,
con.
it is an extra draw. Okay. 9, okay. 9 mon's fine.
Doesn't do anything for either player just yet. 5 pins come out post reach. The 7's fine. Now you could call this, but it could be Furiten. Oh no! And the 5 goes out, but that's
5
the
is for
dealer
10.
rate. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
that's
our
the
3. That's a really bad tile. How much do you like Tempai? Do you like it enough to deal into Manga? No.
Nope.
I think if you're reading the delay, you should know how bad that 3 is.
Yep. Instead, we just get
Because
that real
I
quick.
think that was a mistake by Brian not to have calls off in that situation once he was Tempai. There were definitely some pauses in lower Manzu.
All
But
right.
regardless, we got 2 players Tempai. Amy will be dealer here. This feels Tanya. Yeah, just goes with the 1 pin immediately. On the right, East pair, maybe just call and go with a door across the way. So what are your
Honitsu,
opinions
maybe?
on Isungan?
Yeah, Honitsu, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, I'm brute forcing Daisangan. I don't care about anything else.
Taisangan, okay.
チ
No, you're going to
That's
hold the
the
dragons as
backup
long as
plan.
possible.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, Hornets is the backup plan. But
Oh,
we're
okay.
looking for the big value here. Oh no, the 456 is such an annoying draw. Because now you're really looking at Shosungan.
Yeah, now we have to
Even
drop.
cuts
Yeah.
the 7 here. Yeah, this is very sad. I don't like the 7 cut though. I think I'd go west or east here. Because the 7's a really good floater. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
probably East. Yeah, I probably would have gotten rid of East, I think. Ooh, Tanya.
Meanwhile, dealer's
34.
Ishunton here for just Tanya to try and shut this down. There's our first dragon.
ポン
East
East is
called
called
on
as
the
well.
right. Still a long way to go. Ishunton on the
Six.
left. We haven't
Not
mentioned
no
it.
that. Yeah, that doesn't get us there.
Well, 3 so. Okay, this should just be the 2 mon. Nope, cuts the 1 so instead.
It's the one so. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Shosangen.
Shosangen, yep.
It is Shosangen Dora Tempai waiting on the tune here.
Which is completely live.
Yeah, you're a little suspicious here. Wait, why is it live? But it is good. That is Tempai on the left.
Yeah, I can take
Ricci,
it.
Tanyao, Dora waiting on 3 so.
Yep, 3 so. So if we
3 so
draw,
actually pretty good here. So 3 of them. There's actually 3 versus 3 weight. 6 is safe.
there
Oh,
it is.
there's the Shosangen.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's not Daisongen, but it's close enough. We'll take the budget Daisongen.
We'll take the Mongon, that's fine.
Sanzo not rewarding David the way it did Brian at the end of the last game, but a very Yaku, and that could definitely knocked off the Yaku decks there for Bianco with a beautiful win. Dealer here with a Pinfu type hand. Has a bunch of honors to get rid of, though. On the right, medium speed Pinfu hand across, and Haku Anko. Reasonable hand, but not too much to go for
Yeah,
Honetsu. Needs like
not
one
much.
more tile to get there. On the left, very slow hand. Just conchuns everywhere.
Yeah. Looks like this hand will be going on a little while here.
And the fourth chute, of course, that's a useless tile at that point. One so gets tossed back. 4 fits in nicely with this hand. You have the 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
Oh, it's gonna call the
Oh,
two.
this is for Tanya. You have to go west-west if you make this call. I don't like the 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think at that point you just have to go Tanya, so west-west is the only thing that really makes sense.
This is more a defensive play. I've tried these, but the problem is the rest of the blocks are so bad that Amy wants some other safety here. Might even be 4 so here. No, it goes with the 6 one. Yeah, definitely it's decided it's Tanya Dora 1, maybe it's a weird 2, 3, 4 Sanshigu, because that would use the west pair. It's not really what you'd think of with this hand, but there's a route for it.
Yeah. Okay, now we have to go west, right?
Formon, I like Formon a lot here.
Formon? Okay. Okay. Just thinking about it. Nope, just
Throws
throws
the
it
6
back.
back.
Okay.
Ishunten across the way now. Oh, well, that's why you don't go Formon, I guess.
Okay, now we're gonna go west.
That's not the first tie today. Somebody just randomly pulled the last tile to fill a shape in like that. Because that was the last Formon.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, that's gonna make it hard for the dealer now to get that 4.
6 mon, useless. Already cut one of those. So it should just go back. Oh, that's a Dora draw for dealer. Lots of options here. I kind of like just 9 mon, but going to the 7-8.
Yeah, 7-8. Because he doesn't know that the 4 is dead, and is thinking, I've got a pretty good shot here.
Well, the problem is, what's the pair going to be in this hand? Oh, that's Tempai across the way. So you can just wait 1-4 here, and that is going to be the decision.
Yep, but the 4 is not going to be coming out, so... And 1 is also
Dead.
held. Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, because there's 1 in hand, 2 on the right, and 1 in the pond on the left, so that's not coming out anytime soon. 3 pair up, that's Ishan 10. Problem is, what do you do? I just go 2 pin. Yeah, you just have to pull this out.
Yeah.
So Mon is safe.
I mean, I guess we got a chance at G-Toy, but that's about it.
Well, the decision here is, do we call this down for K10 moves? You can call the 5-6 or even the 8-9 here, cut the 6 safely. We'll do so. The plan here is we pair up the 3, we just cut the 2, and it's not that big an issue. Oh, that is Tempai on the Dora. Did not want to have to throw the Dora, so...
Yeah, I didn't want to throw the Dora.
Ishun-10 still.
Yeah, what do we get rid of now?
I just go one pin. One pin's very safe here. Goes with the 5.
Goes with the 5 instead.
Well, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Does end up going with the 2.
Ooh, same problem now. Yep.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. That's what 7 is safe here.
7 is safe. Can we drop the 4 or the 7? Nope. Okay.
That is not Tempai. So just one player Tempai. Nice hand, but only going to be worth the 1,000 in Tempai payments for every player. We move to East 4. East pair for Brian. We'd be call and go, but dealer here has a very nice Richipin Futanyo Dora hand.
Yep.
This is the West pair to cut, but I imagine that comes out sooner rather than later. On the right, we have a Chun pair. Can accept a Dora. The rest of the shapes aren't great. Across the way, medium speed Pinfu hand. And on the left, yeah, it just says the East. Everything else is a mess, though. So dealer with by far the best starting hand here. And that 3 may just incentivize a 6-mon cut. Use the West as a pair. Lose a lot of value this way. The Richi Dora 1, or ideally Richi Pinfu Dora 1 is certainly acceptable. One so pretty useless here. Nine so goes back. Chun, will it be called on the right? Yes, it will. Ishun-10 for Chun Dora 1.
Yeah, just gonna pick up a few points there. 7 pin.
Actually, a pretty lousy tile. I'd throw it back. I don't think it does anything in this hand.
Can we drop the
The
2
only
mon?
concern.
Well,
Oh, okay. Going to greed here.
okay.
Potentially using the 7 as a pair, cutting the 8, but this is very slow. And I don't think if you do this, you should be passing the 2. There's the last 2. Okay. Well, is now Ishun-10.
Okay, all right.
Wait, is that Ishun-10? No, it's not. That's 2
No, we need
Shun-10.
we need 2. We need 2.
Yeah, I just expected it to be Ishun-10 because the second 2 came out. I would have called that so quickly.
Okay. 6.
Another pair up. Not ideal. I think
Yeah, we don't need that.
Nope, throws the 3, and that's going to be Tempai. Waiting on 3 pin for Chundor 1. There are 3 of those in the wall still. We're going to see each called on the left. Dynamon pretty useless. 7 so, isn't it? There's our 3, but it's very nice across the way. That is Tempai.
Yep.
Riichi Pinfu. 4-mon, 7-mon.
The 7. Ooh.
Yeah, it's just safe tiles. You can go 4 so. You
Yeah,
can go
4. Yep.
Now we see Bianca go and kill it. But there's our sumo, so it doesn't matter. Read sumo Pinfu.
Food.
No aura, but 700, 1,300. I'm going to close the gap a little bit and head us to south round. David is dealer here. With a bunch of pairs and 2 Dora, so I'd like to Tanya, but it could just be Chitoy here. 4 pairs. I definitely want to cut that 8-9 if I get any chance to.
Yeah.
On the right. Oh, well, that's actually really sad. Yeah, it goes with the 9-8
Yeah,
immediately.
exactly.
On the right, slow Pinfu hand across the way. Could be Honitsu or even Chinitsu in Sozu. Could also just be the Itsu, depending on what happens with that 7-8 in Pinzu. Well,
9.
there goes the plan. There goes all the value. You're actually kind of sad by that draw, but it is Ishun-10 already. 7 so would be Rishi Pinfu. On the left, Pinfu hand actually pretty close. That is Ishun-10, Ryanman, holding to 3 just in case there's an upgrade with Dora.
Okay. Ooh,
Another pair here for deal. This is Chitoy Ishun-10. I think this should be 7 so.
Yeah, either 7 so or 2-mon, but probably
2-mon's
7.
Dora,
Yeah.
so I hate 2-mon.
Oh, right. It's Dora, yeah. I forgot.
Plus, you do lose out on the Chitoy, which isn't that terrible, but You are a Shunton, and you're not thrilled with the Shumpon. So this is the type of hand she twists.
Reach.
Oh, well, that's just Tempai. Richidor 1, 8-pin, 5 so.
Yep, we end up in the same place. So 1 8 and 1 5? No, 5s are held. Just 1 8.
So, do you ever just throw the 1-pin back in that situation?
I mean, you would be eventually for a 10, but I guess you could, because you'd pick up Tanyao.
You have some options to do so. Definitely is taking the Ricci as the normal play. Oh no! Bianca misses out on the Patsumo. Dora didn't take the tempo the previous turn, did not want to throw this 4-pin, but would have
Eats.
sumoed the Dora. Across the way, we have a Ricci, Pinfu, no Dora, 2-pin, 5-pin. The 2 is 3 out, the 5 is 2 out, so 3 outs left versus this 8, 5 so. The 5 so is dead, the 8 is 1 out, so 1 left.
Yep, 1 left. 6mon. Suchi to the 9. Yep, comes out. West.
That is Tempai. Could just Dama here waiting on the 2. I don't mind throwing 1, so it's safe
Yeah,
to one
once
of
a is
Yeah.
fine.
There are a lot of upgrades here. Of course, we know the upgrades would cause a deal in.
Dragon, yeah, it's fine.
South, isn't it? That's just going to go back. We do have a Tempai on the right with a Yaku because of that 2-pin. Only one of those left.
Sumo.
And
Let's go for it.
and the Chi into the Sumo for dealer reach. Sumo Dora. No Ura, but because of the Chi manages the Sumo there, close the gap and gets 2 Ricci sticks.
Yep. It goes, yep, 3rd place now.
Yeah, it's definitely building towards a Tanyao hand here for dealer. On the right, slow Pinfu hand. Across the way, couple pairs, slow Pinfu hand, honestly. And on the left, June pair. Maybe 1, 2, 3 Sanjuku. I guess there's a Chanta route here with 1, 2, 3 Sanjuku, but Dora says, nope, it's June Dora. You don't have to think too hard.
Yep.
9-pin actually a bit of an unfortunate draw because now all your values got in this hand for dealer.
Yeah, mostly.
The 7's a great
Well,
draw. Now perfect
Yeah,
D
there we
shot.
go.
You're still not getting value unless you hit some Ura or something.
Yeah, we want the Ura.
You're not going to complain about that draw at all, but it is
Guess
cheap.
if we draw Dora, we just change what our pair is,
Yeah.
I guess.
Free then, for sure.
Yeah.
We're really hoping to draw is the 6-pin here.
Reach.
Oh, well, there's your Tempai. 1-pin, 4-pin. We see 3 1s and 1 4 out, so 4 tiles left. First row Ricci for David Dealer here.
Ooh, drew the Anko of Red Dragon there.
4. Well, yeah, just
4.
throw the Suji 1. It's fine. The thing is, no one really wants to challenge Dealer here, so... Oh,
No.
never mind. Terminals are Gimbutsu, isn't that what the saying is? By the
Oh,
way,
it gets an
it's
Ura
not.
too.
So that ends up being a pretty decent hand there. Ricci Pinfu Ura 1 and gets 2 Dora here. The rest of the hand, non-ideal, but it's a workable hand. On the right, so Pinfu having 1, 2, 3 Sanchiku now with a 2-pin. Across the way, possibly Peiko with a 3, 3, 4, 4, 6 in Pinzu. And on the left, very slow Pinfu maybe some sort of Itsu in Monzu.
Yeah, dealer happy that I've got 2 Dora, but the rest of the hand. What am I gonna do here?
Well, the idea here is just hold all these Yaku high, and if any of them pair up, then you can call. The problem
Yeah.
is none of them are pairing up. The only pair in there of the door is the north, which is useless.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I have a possible Chinitsu shift there on the right. Could also just be the Sanjiku, though, with 1, 2, 3. Tuso. Could call it. I don't hate calling it, but not going to do so. And now you're
Anko to the
incentivized to get a little
5.
greedy, but not going to. Just taking the fastest route towards that 1, 2, 3 Sanjiku.
G.
Was he a second pass? Nope. So it's 1, 2, 3.
Gee.
Maybe I shouldn't have passed on that too. And the problem is now there's only one Tuso left. That is the problem with passing that Tuso, is now you know you're in trouble. Because you kind of locked everything in. Now dealer has the Yakuai pair up, but
Yeah, finally got
it's so
one.
slow. We've seen a call across the way. Two
Yeah,
calls.
2 calls.
Now, and you assume a potential Dora lock-in given a 2-so, 5-so cut like that.
Yeah,
So it's
green
actually a
is
bit of a scary hand. At least I'd be reading it as scary. Tempai across the way, 3-pin, 4-pin. Of course, that weight is really bad with the 2, 3, 4 in the left hand. But Amy's in big trouble here with that 1, 2, 3 call. If it had been a 2, 3, 4 call, then there are ways around here, but it's rough. Oh, funny story. You can go Sononko. Cut the 2, 3 on. There is a route back.
Nine mon. No, we can use
There are
toss
very
it.
few hands that are as funny
Ooh,
as
the 2.
the. Yeah, you cut the 4 every time here. There are very few. I hate that cut. This is a 147.
147? Yeah.
With all the ones out, it's not as bad as it looks, but I definitely take the 258 instead. Anyway, as I was saying, there are very few hands that are as funny as a Sononko Sumo with a chi on the end.
Yeah, one comes out, so now
Ishunten. Oh, there's our 4, and that's just going to deal in, I think. Maybe able to find the 4-so here. Will do so. 6-pin is not a good upgrade.
6, yeah, 6 doesn't help.
So we know the 1 is out. It's no longer Otozuka. This is only 4-pin, 7-pin. That is Tempai. This needs to be the deal, and it is just a Tanya, though. So 1,600 will move us to South 2, though. Direct hit on 4th by 3rd, so a bit of a swing there.
Yep. Well, the scores are still relatively close, so could be anyone's game
Yeah,
here.
it's anyone's game at this point. No one's way out in front. Neither here has a Pinfu hand, reasonably slow, but I mean, it's okay. On the right, though, that's a beautiful type hand. Rishi Pinfu Tanya Sanshoku. Across the way, few pairs, but not ideal. And on the left, definitely Tadyo.
Yeah, a couple pairs. One of them is Dora, though, so would like to get something going for this hand.
Dealer is a bit behind now because on the right, that is Headless Ishunten Ryama Ryanman. 6-mon or 7-mon would be ideal. Ooh, that's a fun choice. I like throwing it back. Could go 6-mon, 7-mon though.
No, I'll
I'd
throw
throw
it
it
back.
back.
Yeah, throw it back.
Thinks about it for a bit, eventually does so.
Yep, Grease. 2-mon, nope.
9 is not it. 5, so you could call it, but there's not really
We get it
reasons.
anyway.
Yeah, that's better. Ooh, yeah, cuts the 4 here. Chun goes back. Forces a nice pull. Has Hudora across the way for Bianco, but the hand's just not great.
Another East, all right.
3-mon. Could go 2-mon, 4-mon, but I just throw it back.
Looks like we agree. And, okay, 4-pin. Nah, don't need that. Yep.
Yeah, 1, 3, 5, 7, not ideal. Oh no, the 3 could have been Tepai. That is unfortunate. This time cuts the 5-pin. Now this does give up the Sanshoku routes. I don't like this. Oh, oh no. Well, okay, that's actually a good draw because now you can't
Yeah.
5 Sanshoku.
Yeah, there we go. Now we just drew back into it, so we're fine.
Right. It's unlikely because we'd have to get some shifting in the Monzu to pull off the Sanshoku, but
Ooh, there's the third Dora. Can we just drop the 1-pin?
no, it's Hatsu every time.
Oh, Hatsu, yeah. I missed that.
Ooh, possibly Peiko. The problem is the 8 is dead, so it's actually a useless tile.
Yeah, drop 7 back. Okay, 6.
6 doesn't do
Nope.
much. You're
Yep,
kind of
goes back.
sad seeing the losty Peiko in the pod now, too. Brian has been really unfortunate this hand. Well, this is
Okay.
headless Ishanten for dealer.
Yeah,
Cuts the
we did.
5 on. Could have even called that down for the Tanyao, but wants a lot more than 1,000 from that hand. Yeah, you have to go with the 7 there.
Right. Yeah, we already committed to getting rid of that
Could have
shape.
even pulled the 9 and cut the 7. It's so late, and you don't have any value that I don't hate the play. I would definitely call that 6.
Yeah, that's
But you're
probably
out
would.
of time at this point. You need to be
Each.
Tempai.
Yeah, we got what, 4 draws?
Yeah, and there's our Tempai on the left. Riichi, Pinfu, Tanyao. And now you just Tempai on the 1 so.
Okay.
Yeah, just Dama's here.
Green Dragon.
Useless. You already
Safe.
threw it.
Yep. Yep. And safe.
Safe-ish. Anyway. 1 pin is safe. Trying to decide whether to Riichi here and won't and should have Riichi'd. The thought there was this one so it actually doesn't look that bad.
No.
Oh, there's our 3 deals into the Dama on the left. Tanya got to shut that down, and that's going to move
Yeah,
first place over to David.
Yep. Quick position switch going into South 3.
Lots of really interesting decisions on that hand. Any of the 4 players could have ended up winning that one. But
Dealer
we
here
did
has
see Bianca being scared of the 1 so Ricci there. And now we're in South 3. Dealer here is Brian with a beautiful hand. Potential 2 Dora and a Haku. On the right, Pinfu hand, pretty good. Across the way, pretty good Pinfu. And on the left, nice Itsu type hand.
to. I think that's the plan. We'll see what we can draw.
Cuts
Thinking
the
about the
4. Either
6.
4
Yeah.
or the 7 one there.
7 mon, yeah.
So pair up. 6, 6, 8, 9, not ideal, but you don't have too many choices at this point. Tumon, that is a super wide Ishan. This is Kutski. Should just be the 7 pin. Could go with the 7 mon. Oh, it's
It's probably
7.
7
Yeah,
mon.
7 mon because you want to be able to accept a 1 so or a 4 so, especially another 4 so. Yeah, it's definitely 7 mon.
Yeah, in case we get another Dora, we want that option.
Right. That, however, is not the right 4.
Yeah. Just get rid of that. 6 so not really helpful, but
I hadn't said anything about the other hands, but now on the left we have Itsu Ishan 10.
yep, there's one of the tiles we needed. 5. Do we want
It's a
that?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but everything's
Can we get rid of the 8, 9? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the 8, 9. So
6. There's your Ipeco route, so this should just be the 8 so. 5, that's
Yeah, there's
Senpai. 1 so, 4 so.
Yep.
Would love another Dora.
one
Uh-oh!
Does come out.
You can throw the 9 safely.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 3
Reach.
ones. So we're still 1-1 on the wall. And
Oh, there's
4.
a chase. This is now waiting 4 pin, 7 pin for Riji Pinfu possible Itsu. The Gembutsu 4 pin. But now you may just fold out. And we'll do so. Bianca looks to be out now.
Probably. Pin.
How
1.
is this weight? 4 so actually still has 2 left, and there's one of them.
There's one, yep.
Riichi Haku Dora 2. That is a Mongon minimum. Gets the aura, doesn't matter, but is 14,000. And with that, Brian into first place at 40,000. Amy taking a big hit. And of course, this is really important because Amy is the league leader in A1 right now. So a 10,000 fourth, especially with a minus 20, would be a minus 39 right now.
Yeah, actually has an interesting hand here with the North Onco. And then a lot. Yep.
John!
Yep, makes sense.
The plan here is Honetsu, so you're actually conning for foo, and generally that's what you should
Home.
do is when you con, you normally con for foo, but also to potentially get a draw.
Yep.
People who
Ooh,
con
and
for Dora are usually doing it wrong.
okay, and then
Meanwhile,
we
we
have
haven't mentioned it, but dealer has 3 Dora and a very callable Tanya hand.
yeah, it has 3 Dora, and across the
4
way we
Dora,
have
4 Dora. And on
oh,
the
4
right, we
Dora,
have
yep.
that Jinitsu. Across the way, we have a beautiful Honetsu, maybe even Suiso.
Yeah, it has the West Anko, and then did pair up the East, so we'll likely
Now we
call
have
that.
Shanta
G.
confirmed on the left, Ishanten.
Something this
7
smelling
pin.
like a
I'm very
big hand coming up
surprised.
somewhere.
I'm very surprised that 7 was passed. Bianca definitely should have taken it. We're going Shinitsu. You just need to take those 7 3s when you get them. 7 so. Okay, that is Dora, so we'll hold it back for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
So that would be the breaking of the Chanta route.
Gee.
But hey, you get Dora. That's worth as much anyway.
3,
Home.
5 comes out.
There's going to see your opponent. Yeah, see, this would be so much better if you'd called the 7, but it is what it is. Got to play with what you have now. Haku, this may be call. You have to throw it, don't you? Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
This will be called on the
That
left.
is
Should be the
call
7.
or
I
the
definitely
East.
got the 7.
Home.
No, we're
Cuts
gonna
the
be
East
greedy.
is waiting on the door. Does that have any value? Haku, pay, Honetsu. Okay, so this is Hanemon if you win.
Come.
Con, got a con. Ooh, this
Oh
may be the 7.
no!
You cut the 7 here?
Wait, did we already commit to the 7?
We're
No.
just we're
Okay.
gonna see a
Okay.
con here.
Nope.
No. I'm kind of surprised. I'd con even in first place. I'd
Yeah,
con that.
probably would have conned that. Yeah.
Everyone's open here, so the concern that Brian has is that he's just way behind in the head, which we know he is. But you know what would help with that? A draw.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
there's
7.
our 7. It's going to deal into the Horetsu. Shaw, Horetsu, Dora 1, a Mongon. That's going to put David in first place, and Amy continues to sink. We're in all last now. Bianca's dealer here with a Pinfu type hand. 6 would really help. On the right way, South pair, call and go. Doesn't need anything else. Just try and lock down first place. Across the way, that is a Chanta or a Junchan type hand. Not what you need in this situation. And on the left, Brian, probably this is a Tanya hand, maybe some sort of 6, 7, 8 Sanshiguku. There is the double south on the right. That is already Ishanten. Needs an 8 mon and then a 1/4 pin. Six fills on the left, but the fastest hand is definitely this double south. Doesn't need any other value from this. Super wide Ishanten now.
Yep. Got the 3 pens, so now we're looking pretty.
You're hoping to pair up the 7 mon or the 9 mon and just wait 2/5. But if any tempai comes, you just take it.
Yeah, we take it and be happy.
Yeah, take the first place. It'd be really good here for David, who came into this series right around the plus minus 0 mark. It could end up around what, plus 60, plus 65? Right here, this would be plus 30. So yeah, it'd be right around 65, the game we're in here.
Ooh, 9 pin Dora, but doesn't fit in the hand, so we're just
Con?
gonna throw it out.
Are we going to see a con? Thinking about it hard.
I'm thinking.
Come.
There it is. Doesn't get anything, though. Gets a little bit extra foo here, so hand value
Ooh,
up to 2,000.
new Dora.
Yeah, it's 9, so across the way, that hand is building towards a comeback. The problem is the 9 so is dead, so likely one of those is going to have to come out. 5 pin fits in very nicely this hand, but it's still quite slow. And it's a bit surprising, but it's still Ishunten on the right there.
There's
David
1, 2,
was way out
3.
in front and has gotten nothing since the end of row 1. You see the line of Sumogiri there.
Yeah, unfortunately, has just been kind of
Getting
locked into
nothing and
that
lots
shape.
of it.
Yeah. Another 6.
Another 6,
Doesn't
so
really help,
super
but we also
wide
don't
each
need the
one.
green.
Well, the plan is the 456 Sanjoku. Well, I think you just take your tempo anyway.
Yeah.
Is this Riichi Tanya 4-pin, 7-pin?
Or 7. Is that going to be enough?
Well, it's Riichi Pinfu Tanya, it should be.
Yeah, it depends if we get an
Oh,
Urdora.
Riichi Tanya, yeah, there's no Pinfu
Gee.
here, so... Well, there's our tempai on the right. Oh, there's a potential Sanjoku, but it wouldn't have been here. Oh, yeah, there's still a 5, 6, 7, isn't
Gee.
there? Because of the 8-mon cut. We just see a call across the way. What block is going to be cut? Out goes the 3.
3, 5,
As the
so...
Tonki here needs the 8-mon. Figures the A has a good chance to come out because it is Genbutsu. We might see a switch here to
Ooh.
1-4 if this 9 pops out. No, we won't.
4-pin, but...
The hand's just not there.
I mean, we could drop the 1 pin and be okay.
Yeah, going with the
Go
4-5.
4 instead. Okay.
The 5's Nakasuji as well, so it's not even that bad a tile.
Sumo.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
Sumo.
Sumo.
That will be first place reach. Sumo Tanyao Sanjoku. Or a 4!
Or a 4! Okay.
Well, that's a hit. And of course, the part of hitting any Ura here and the Sanjoku is this also knocks Bianca below the 30,000 mark, so Amy doesn't end up losing anything, ends up netting 1,000 from that hand, interestingly. But the big winner here off that Sanjoku Ura 4 is going to be Brian, 41.3. David, who thought he was going to lock it in with that beautiful E shunted early, doesn't get anything, ends up with 15.1. Eating that Oyakabri there on the very end, Bianca, the minus 9.9. That Amy just got a whole bunch of nothing and will drop out of first place in A1 with a minus 46.5.
Yeah, a couple of bad, just some bad luck, but that's what happens. Yep, there's
All
the
right.
update.
Yeah, there's our update now. Aaron is currently in the lead with Jerry in second, but it's a bit of a dogfight. Really, a whole bunch of people are still in it. The interesting part of A1 is look at that difference on the cut line between Steve and Brian on the demotion. A almost 50-point gap between people that are currently safe and those currently in demotion. But the other thing there is note that number next to Steve, 4 games played. So he has a lot of work to do still. That said, congratulations to Aaron, who is the current leader in A1. And unless we have a backup commentator, I think we are going to wrap it up here. It's a little early for us, but that's because we started a little early. Yeah, I am getting told that that was our last game. So thanks for watching. Thanks, of course, to Garrick for putting the stream on, running this behind the scenes. Nathaniel's been a bit out most of this season, and I know he scheduled a ton of games on Wednesdays. It's been nice for him to be able to actually do things on Wednesdays. We definitely appreciate Garrick running the streams. Hope to see you next week, probably Tuesday, but also potentially Wednesday. So with that, for Jeffrey, this is Korak, hoping to see you next time.
Yep, everyone remember to get on the socials, the AmericanRicci.org if you want to join or know anyone that wants to join. And we'll see you next week.